is Heat Live. That is your final score. 4 quarters, insufficient to settle the issue. By the way, 6 games, not enough to crown a champion. There will be a 7th game thanks to this overtime victory by your Miami Heat, 103-100. One of the primary reasons why this Heat team was able to win tonight was the 20-point performance by number 15. Mario Chalmers.
So that was easy. Birdman off the bench. We thought that was going to happen. We thought the Heat would win the game. Those are the 3 we got right. I thought that that Battier would start the game. Coach Spolstra stuck with Miller. It was a great decision because Miller really played a floor game. He was competing. He made his first 3. He got a big-time defensive rebound there towards the latter part of the game. The Heat worked the ball. They got 23 turnovers. You mentioned it. Rio carried him early, LeBron carried him late, and the defense was solid when it had to be.
Yeah, Mario Chalmers playing a terrific game tonight with 20 points, his best game of the series. A couple of quick hitters as we look at Mario Chalmers' night.
LeBron scored 16 in that 4th quarter to help get the Heat into overtime. And then the San Antonio Spurs scored first. Leonard got the first 2 points for them. And then a great pass from LeBron to Chris Bosh. He gets the layup, but he misses the free throw.
That tied the game at 97. Kawhi Leonard comes back, and he'll get the 2nd field goal of overtime for the Spurs. Slow reaction by LeBron on the rebound and on the closeout. So Leonard puts him ahead by 2. Then the Heat again with a turnover.
Dwayne Wade threw it behind LeBron, cutting to the basket. And you can see the foul call there.
They get 1 out of 2. The Heat come back with the Ray Allen runner. That cut the deficit to 100-99. And then the Spurs, well, flirting with a turnover as Green came in. This was one of the best segments of Heat defense all night. They forced the air ball miss, and the Heat get it back. They're down by 1. Wade drives in. And LeBron scores.
Puts the Heat up 1 now.
101-100 with 1:40 left. And here's where the Spurs would come up with a 24-second violation. That would give the ball back to Miami with 1:19 left, but a long way from over. LeBron James would get a great look on the next possession, miss a hook from the dotted line, and the Spurs get it back, but LeBron steals the ball. This is one of the craziest plays of the night. Coming right at Danny Green, no foul, and LeBron lost the ball out of bounds. They originally gave the ball to the Heat, and you knew Kenny Maurer was in trouble because he didn't call a foul. He called it Heat ball, but it clearly went off LeBron's hands.
Yeah, there was a lot of contact there, and there was a great block by Chris Bosh. 2 of them right near the end of the game to go along with that unbelievable offensive rebounds. He gets 1 right there. The Heat get the possession.
Wade on the pull-up, misses it. The Spurs down 1. And
another
Manu Ginobili. He coughs the ball up. The 8th turnover of the night for Manu Ginobili. Look at it again. Great defense by Allen. He got his hands on the ball without fouling. The 8th turnover of the game for Manu Ginobili. He was the hero for them in Game 5. Tonight he has 9 points, 8 turnovers.
Excellent no call by the official. Ray Allen makes both free throws. Now they try to get a 3 for Green. Bosh with another block shot. 2 block shots. A great offensive rebound. And the Heat are in Game 7. Wow.
A smothering defensive sequence for Chris Bosh. One of the most riveting games in the 25-year history of the Heat. One of the best games in the history of the NBA Finals.
They've been through so much, but they were able to sustain it. You got Tony Parker with a 3, and he buries it. You can see the score right there.
Well, the Parker 3 tied the game at 89 with 1:27 left. Then the Spurs got it back.
There's a turnover. Parker's going to score again on a layup. He's going to get Mario Chalmers turned around, gets an easy shot inside. He's got 5 straight points. He go from up 3 to down 2. Then LeBron gets a turnover right here. Somebody came from behind, knocked it away. And you got the Spurs on the break. They foul Leonard. He goes to the line. He makes one.
And look at that. The
big-time rebound by Mike Miller.
And LeBron buried the three. That cut the lead to 2, 94-92. Here's where Leonard had 2 shots with just under 20 seconds left. He misses the first. And then he'll make the second.
2 for a championship, and he only makes 1.
Now watch the offensive rebound by Bosch. Biggest offensive rebound of his career. The kick out to Allen. Kaboom!
Wow.
Ray Allen, who had just 1 triple tonight, a golden 3. It sent the game into overtime, and the Heat get a 30-point fourth quarter. And they survived 3 turnovers in the last minute and 7 of regulation. You know, the Heat, basically the basketball equivalent of getting your last rites.
He winds up shooting 11 of 13 in that first half, and then things changed in the second half. He just wasn't able to get the easy touches. He was contested on everything. Look at this incredible series of plays here where multiple guys were converging on him, making it so difficult. He winds up going 2 for 8, only 5 points. Even when he caught it down low and looked like he had something going on, he was not in position to be able to finish, and the Heat were able to get down the floor on the other end. I love the way Bosch battled him and fronted, and then they pressured the ball so that they couldn't easily pick him apart on the inside, and he looked like he was just completely out of the game.
All right, let's take a look at the moving pictures, John Crotty, of what Chris Bosch was doing. I mean, obviously, those are huge rebounds, creating other plays, and the biggest splash of them all. Nice lead up into Bosch, and that was a huge and one. Great look from LeBron and a solid finish. And then it's rejection time.
Yeah, using those long arms, contesting the partial block there. Keep the Heat alive. Look at this one on Parker right here to extinguish that one. That was his second block right there. And this one right here, snuff it out when it was the final possession of the game. Much really couldn't get anything easy going. You'll see here he was trying to get himself going, had a couple rim outs. That's a good look there, but not able to convert. They continued to throw the 3-layer defense at him, had one guy on him. They had the help defense and then the shot blocker, and he just came off back iron on a lot of moves. This one too strong. Just couldn't seem to get into rhythm, Jax, but he stayed with it. He fought through. Wanted the foul, didn't get it. A lot of contact on a couple plays. But look, come the fourth quarter, he threw it all out. He just laid it out there, got the headband knocked off like you talked about, and then he just said, I don't want it anymore. And I'm going to finish strong here. Look at this block on Tim Duncan, a short 2-pointer, comes right down with the hesitation move, challenges the big man, and finishes. You mentioned the 18 points, but it just seemed like he took the team on his back. This second opportunity here was lights out as they trailed by 5. That just completely shifted the flow. And I mean, when you look at the difference in the shooting, first 3 quarters to fourth quarter in OT, that's a champion right there. Confidence, you got to get up in the guy. And clearly, early on, the Heat did a good job of this. They just made an extra super effort at trying to close out to him. He missed his shots. He winds up going 1 for 7 from the field. But look at the defense LeBron puts on him here, just rips him clean. Tried to force him to put the ball down on the floor. That was his best look that I thought he had. But the Heat did a very good job. And I think a lot of that had to do with the fact that they stayed closer to him. That's why Tim Duncan was able to get a lot of easy shots in the first half, Jax, because the Heat stayed tighter on Danny Green.
Best defensive quarter of the playoffs right now, okay? We have to be frantic down there, but smart. I don't want unnecessary fouls. Be disciplined, okay? Down here, we have to be poised, not frantic, okay? Trust each other. Execute.
And guess what, Eric? Your guys are coachable. Heat down 75-65 to start the fourth. Not anymore, thanks to Rio. And then LeBron goes in. He gets it. He had 11 of his 26 offerings. Mike Miller does not need a shoe to make threes. He had 2 of 2, had 8 points, and no shoe. And he wears LeBron, so LeBron could have threw him a shoe, but he was too busy throwing it down. One of Rio's 2 assists. That one was awesome right there.
I love the way Rio sets it up with the hard turn off that pick and roll, and then LeBron's penetration. Again, Rio getting in there. And the finish by LeBron on the weak side, losing the headband and all.
We got some post-up action by LeBron. Sans headband.
Go left hand, young man.
Yeah, and then how about this? First, the block by LeBron, which keeps it going. Because it's all LeBron on this play. It doesn't stop. Oh, Ginobili, why'd you let him go?
Just challenge the best shot blocker in NBA playoff history right there at the rim. Put your left shoulder in him and finish, LeBron.
You love Ray Allen when he does that.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, you do. You love him when he does that.
Go ahead and reversal. Look at the hesitation. Get inside and finish on the big man, Diaw. Too slow of foot to hang with the MVP.
Tough stuff back by Tony Parker right there. Then he changes it up because that man is fast. 0 to 60, boy. There's nobody better.
I'll tell you. He uses that left hand so well, too, with the push-off. Playground style.
Now, LeBron misses the 3 here in the 4th quarter, but gets it back. A huge, huge shot. No hesitation, elevation, splash.
Schwackums is a friend of mine.
Yeah, I mean, that's a sounded mix. And then here is my man, Leonard, right here. Misses the free throw to start things off. How tough is that, John?
That's unfortunate.
Wow. Makes only 1, by the way. And now the All My Sons move of the game. Huge rebound by Bosch. Kick it out. Trifecta, you betcha, as Ray Allen gets it done. John, all yours.
I love the fact that he said, I'm going to remember this one for a long time because of how impactful it was. Credit Bosch, too. That's a big offensive rebound. Never had to check his feet. Ray Allen knew where he was on the court the whole time, and that's because he shoots 500 of those a day.
Yeah, 5 seconds remaining. Great defense. Forces Parker into a tough one. No go, but let's go to overtime. Leonard. He starts this thing off. Easy to. Gets it from Parker. That was the first score of the overtime session. Then LeBron, lead pass. Oh, did you see Bosch out there?
He did. Lobbed it right over the top, and the presence of mind to finish after the contact.
Duncan with the miss. Diaw. What about that, dude? He gets it over to Leonard. 2 in the lane. Leonard making up for that free throw, and then curl. Do the Ray Allen curl. Like it right there. Now, here we go. Star to star. LeBron to Wade. Wade back to LeBron. LeBron. Deuce is loose. Now, John, this is one of my favorite plays of the game. This defense forcing the violation.
Yeah, just an excellent job contesting the shot. And then Parker having to throw up the prayer gets partially deflected. That's just 24 seconds of greatness.
I need another Bosch block. There's the first one of 2 big ones in the extra session right there. Absolutely right off the tip.
Yeah, and when you're guarding a smaller player like Bosch, it's so intimidating. He knew he was going to get challenged and lunges forward, and Ray Allen knocking down that big free throw.
And more good defense. And Bosch again. A mush from Bosch. Get that out of here. Well, the game was already over. Yes, sir. Chris, way to come up big. And so much more. That'll be Heat Live when we come your way on Thursday night. Well, what haven't we already said about this game that needs to be said? It was a pleasure to cover. It had to be amazing to watch. That face from Mike Miller explains everything right there, as it took an extra session to get it all done. This is what happens when the best 2 teams in the association come together. It should be like this. A great first half from Tim Duncan. He finished with 30 and 17. LeBron James absolutely exploded in the second half. Miller Man doesn't even need shoes. That's how you roll in Dakota in the Corn Palace. Come on, baby.
Ridiculous.
Oh. Once again, our final score, 103-100. This has been a presentation of Sunsports, your home for Miami Heat basketball. For Eric Reed, Tony Fiorentino, Kristen Hewitt, John Crotty, and our entire Sunsports team, I am Jason Jackson. Game 7